5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we are off. So this is the start of Cactus Cup 2026. You can see the Strava data on the side there. It's a little bit off. I'm not sure why, but as we roll through the video, it does get more accurate, and it's super helpful that way. So I started off in 6th place, which I was happy with. I'm not one of those guys that needs to get to the single track first unless it's like going to be impossible to pass. But on this course, it's pretty easy to pass in most places, and for the most part, everybody's really willing to move over as soon as they can, which makes for a really good vibe and a really good race. The first mile or so is uphill. It's a little bit rolling. Here comes the first guy that started out just a little too hot, I think. I think I'm going to get by here in just a minute. I remember looking back about 2 minutes later, and it was just the 5 of us. The rest of the guys, there was about 40 of us. The rest of the guys are a little bit behind. But I really do like the start of this race and the way it rolls, and so you kind of get to hit your legs a little bit, coast a little bit, and start to get in the vibe of the desert terrain. The locals call this kitty litter on tile. It's like marbles on cement. That ground is very hard. It's clay, but it's got DG, decomposed granite, and sand on top of it, and it is very slippery. I wound up running quite low pressure to start with. We did some testing and noticed that after about an hour of riding, our tires gained about 2 pounds of pressure. So I started with 16 and 18 pounds, and I'm guessing as the day heated up, I got closer to 18 and 20, or maybe even 19 and 21. But that lower pressure really helps with the traction, especially in the turns. And in the beginning, it's nice going uphill because that's not really an issue, but the turns do come up, and they do come up fast, which makes it fun. That's my buddy Tim in front of me there. He was with the first 3, and I think he, like me, decided, it's a long day. There's no need to pin it right from the gun. So it's about a 3-hour race is what it is for us. Anyways, I've ridden the course many times. This is Tim's first time doing the whole course. He did get a chance to pre-ride a bit. So I'm going to sneak by him in just a minute here, just because I know it a little bit better. However, I will say that as the day wore on, we were pretty much equal. Nobody was really getting away from anybody. You can see I'm standing out of the saddle there. So the traction is good as long as the tire pressure is low.
We'll go by you, Tim, on the left.
This is the first little downhill, and it is a tiny one, but it is fun. If you're brave enough, you can't see the landing here, but if you're brave enough, you can jump that. And then it leans over hard here. This is your first experience with the sand, and as long as you stay on the inside, you're good on that turn. And that's one of the things I learned this year racing out there is, for the most part, you're always safe cutting the corner on the inside. It's what happens is everybody ends up pushing the sand out to the outside. So while we're used to seeing a berm on the outside, out here in the desert, that berm is going to be sandy and soft and tricky, maybe even take you down. So we're back at it. I can see the next rider coming up. This is not someone in our group. We are already catching the group that left 3 minutes ahead of us. Now, that particular racer might have got sometimes people miss the start, right? And then they're just chasing right from the get-go. But, sadly, we are going to see some people with flats and things along the way here. I don't know that guy had a flat, but okay, we're back on one of the faster sections. And, you still have to pedal through these things. Because that's a lot of faults flat, like 1, 2, 3% downhill, so you can't coast on that.
Hi there.
We're fighting here. This is a really good place to pass. I got lucky there, and I'm going to roll up on these guys. and they're, like I say, everybody's pretty cool. You can already see that I am quite a bit. So I'm in fourth position here, I guess, at this point. Tim's right behind me. And the guys that we're chasing in our group are out of the frame right now.
Go by on your left.
And we're going to try and, well, we are going to catch them back up. That up there in the white is Chris. So Chris last year put 20 minutes on me on this race course. And just 2 weeks prior at BWR, he put 7 minutes on me. So my goal is to keep Chris in sight. And I'm thinking that he's going to be the strongest of everybody here, although Dean and a guy named Ashley are off the front. Now, Chris is from New Mexico. We're from Southern California. Neither of us are locals per se. And Ashley and Dean are locals. They live out here. They know the trails really well. And I was doing the math. You know, if you know the trails well and you can pick up even like a half a second in every turn, well, there might be 600 turns out here. So that can easily turn into 5 minutes. And so that's what we're up against when we're racing locals on any course. They always have a slight advantage, and oftentimes it works. Just working with this guy again, another super nice guy.
Okay,
he
one
even
more,
hits the brakes, or it looks like, wow, what a gent. And then we're working up here. This is going to be what I think this climb coming up. So this right here, we're just kind of working. We're going to do a hard left up here, and this is an interesting thing. I've timed this multiple times. So there's going to be an option right up here. It's a double black. It's a drop off. I don't know. It's like 3 or 4 feet. It's not terrible. It's coming up right there. Oh wait, no. Right, right there. I'm not going to take it because I've timed it. And if you roll around, Tim did take it. Like Tim's a charger. And you can see him get to the corner first before me. But those guys that get there first, they have to stop to make that right-hand turn. And
I'd roll up on you.
I always carry more momentum by going around. So, and again, Tim and I are buddies. We're working together on this and trying to motivate each other. And, you know, at some point, it's going to open up and get quite a bit faster. And it's going to be helpful to be able to draft with somebody. We're now through the nastiness of that climb. It's like a 2-minute push, but it is hard. And we're stacking up behind the racers in the group ahead of us that started ahead of us. And I can see in the orange up there, that's Ash. And I think right in front of him is Dean. So we're within striking distance. Dean and Chris, I should say. We're within striking distance. It's like I said, it's very early in the race. You can see the time there. We're only like 17 minutes in. So that's a good sign for the day. Now, granted, we might just be in striking distance because they're being held up, which I think is probably the truth here. This descent is somewhat tricky. It doesn't look so tricky here, but it's decently steep and it's decently loose. And we're going to come around a turn here. I've had friends wipe out on this turn and race done because it is so slippery. And right around this next corner is not this corner, a couple more turns, is going to be there's a little drop off. You can see Chris, he charges off it. I take the baby way around. I've come into this bottom turn right here and missed it, gone into that bush. So for those of you looking at this, look out for that bush. And now we're back on.
It should be pretty easy to pass from here on.
And now we're going to be basically chasing each other. So that's like Chris right in front of me. That's Ashley in front of him. And I think Dean is just 1 or 2 riders ahead.
We're in a good spot.
Still super early in the race, trying to conserve my power, but I wouldn't say 500 watts is conserving my power. What I learned racing out here in the desert is it's basically intervals training. So you have all these short not even 1 minute, like 20-second to 3-minute efforts, and then you coast or soft pedal to the next turn. And so what I found is you're better off just pinning it a bit, trying to stay in contact with everybody, and then recovering when you get a chance. So it's quite a bit different from the racing around my parts where we have longer climbs.
Can I get by you?
And if you pin it, like you're gonna pay for it. So
thanks.
It looks like I've caught up to Chris here, which is a good sign. Tim's right behind me, so we're fifth, fourth, and third place right here. Ashley and Dean are getting away from us a bit, but I mean, look at that desert sky. The desert in the winter, honestly, is one of the most beautiful places for me on Earth. I just love it. The sky's amazing. The visibility is amazing, and this terrain is unlike anything near us, and I really appreciate it for just high speed. You know, we're cruising along here 22 miles an hour, not really putting in much effort. You can see how we take these turns, and again, pin it and then relax. These little cactuses ripped my arms up all week long. I'm making this video. I've been home for a few days, and I've actually got an infection in my arm from the desert. So that brush will tear your skin. It won't.
Hi there.
You won't need stitches, but you'll be bloody. And it won't hurt. You won't even feel it. But
great. Thank you so much.
I should have cleaned that out way better than I did. So, anyways, I'm gonna tune out here. You can enjoy this and learn the course. We recorded most sections until about 4 miles to go. That's where my pal Tim went down, and it was day over for us. But it was great. Like overall, you could say that's a bummer. We had moved into second and third place, and we were on it. And who knows if we would have caught Dean. Chris wound up finishing 4 minutes behind him. I'm guessing we would have finished 2 minutes behind him, but it's really hard to tell. But as far as the fitness check goes, I'd say my fitness is coming along nicely, especially since it's March, like it's early. I am trying to get fit for Sea Otter. That's more my A race.
This is where it gets nutty because you can't get by.
This is a great race. Come and do Cactus Cup. It is one of the funnest races around. Normally it's back-to-back weekends with BWR, so if you have a gravel bike and you can take the time off and make it a week, highly recommend.
Okay, that's third place Chris in front of me, and up there in the orange, I think that guy's name is Ashley. It's kind of a ripper. He lives out here, so we expect him to put time on us. Oops, overcooked that. It's tempting to go too deep here, but it's a long day ahead of us. I'm good with this pace. This is threshold for me. Kind of a sweet spot, right? Howdy. I'm gonna go on your left. There's two of us, thank you. So we caught up to Chris, and Tim just got pulling, Chris just took over, and I'm enjoying the ride. Howdy! One more. Actually, two more. Sorry. You're good. Hi there. One right behind me. So we're on Pemberton, a long climb. It's Chris, me, Tim's right behind me. I think that's second place right there. He's coming back to us kind of fast, so I'm guessing Dean's long gone. Yeah, I think that's Dean up there. He's got maybe a minute on us. So it's me, Chris, Tim, and Ashley's back there. Second place is now fifth place. Dean's still nowhere in sight. And it's fairly windy. We're gonna do this little climb. Then we're gonna go downhill for a while. Hell yeah! Hey, Jay! Here's the downhill. Man, it's windy. I don't know. I feel like I could ride harder, but Chris beat me by 20 minutes last year. And 7 minutes 2 weeks ago. So I'm hesitant. I might just feel that way because I've been in this draft the whole time. Sucking wheel. We're at 133, so around halfway. No need to get carried away yet. Especially with all the rocky stuff coming up. I want to stay fresh for that. Chris is swinging it wide. You want to carry your momentum on this stuff. Insides always seem better than the outsides. But sometimes you can't hang on to it. Hi there. 2 more. I will say the tires feel really good. I rolled out with 16 and 18, so they're probably 18 and 20 now, which feels splendid. Look at that wind blow. You can probably hear it. Oh, Chris. Hanging it out. Alright, looks like we got rid of Ashley, 5th place, so it's the 3 of us racing for 2 spots on the podium. If I were a betting man, I'd bet on my 2 compatriots here. But I'm not a betting man. Freaking gambler, and I'm gonna go for it when it's time. Meta, stop recording. Okay, getting to the top of the rocky climb. This thing is a turd. Hi there! Mind if we squeeze by ya? 1 more behind me. Hi, there's 2 more of us. Ah, shit. I get by you where it's good. Thanks, one right behind me. Well, that was a crappy place to make a pass. And I guess you do what you gotta do.